This is bullshit. I'm twice as old as all of you guys.
Sorry.
Cut.
Go right ahead.
So.
What's up, everybody? Mad Frog here. I am here with the one and only Mayor Bob from Help Survivors Paintball. We're going to go through the whole 10 questions with Bob and find out a little bit about him. Let's talk a little bit about this stuff, and then I think he's got something he wants to reveal here too. So, how did you first get into paintball, Bob?
My son was a referee. He ref here and at Future Ball.
Okay.
And he was in high school. And then I was working, and I drove him up here to one of the big games. And I went over there and saw a little bit that I could see, and it said, damn, I think that's for me.
And then how long ago was that? How old was your son at the time?
Well, I'd have to do the math. I'm not good at, but I know how old I was. I was 48.
So you didn't really even get into it until you were 48.
I was 48, 1999. I'm 70.
Damn.
I'm 75 now.
Damn. So it makes me think I got a long way to go. I got a way to go.
I pray pretty good for an old man.
Hell yeah, you do. Hell yeah, you do.
I
mean, you've had to see the videos of Mayor Bob walking through the grinder with those two paintball markers up and those big ass heavy Pinocchios filled up on there. Yeah. That was one of the questions we had in here. What are you shooting that those Pinocchios are supplying? What paintball marker do you like?
I either got minis or Axe.
You like your Empire?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I like Axe was my first electronic marker. I've always liked the Axes. That definitely.
You know,
cool stuff.
And the fact that we've got Scotty and Travis here.
Scotty and Travis, GI Techs, awesome techs.
Those two guys are great guys. They always take care of me.
Yeah, they take care of their products. Any GI product, and actually tell you the truth, if you're somewhere stuck and they've got some knowledge on it, they'll help you out. But definitely the best GI techs out there. They're cool guys. Lots of fun to talk to, and yeah, it's good that we have them. It's very good that we have them.
Yes.
What keeps you coming back? Not really sure.
I like shooting people.
I can say yes.
And my kill ratio is, I'm trying to be, it's tremendous. I'm not the only one, but I got a really high kill rate.
Well, you definitely carry a lot of paint with those. How many does each of those Pinocchios hold when they're full? Like
four. They hold 400 rounds. And when I go on the field, I've got another 1,400 rounds in my pot pack. So if I shoot them all, and that's why I got big air tanks.
Maybe we can have Aaron put together a video here somewhere in here where you guys can see him just those two freaking Pinocchios on those Empire markers just mowing people down in the grinder. It's the greatest thing to watch.
It's really fun to do it too.
All right, well then here we go. Since somebody just walked by and said, "Hey, Mr. Mayor, how did you get the nickname Mayor Bob?"
All right. Well, I have provided for my team for many years. Meaning I would come here the day before, or 2 days before. I would set up all the tents by myself. I was providing. You can relate to this.
I can relate. I can relate.
Setting the tables up.
Yeah.
And then they would just, if you want to call it, I was sort of enabling them, but they appreciated it. So that helped. And then if I go to the tiki bar, I can't buy a beer. They're not gonna let me buy a beer. So Budweiser, King of Beers. He's out there a little bit, and he wanted to do something to make me special. Now, also, I was also before you came here, I was the general
Okay.
for like 8 years. I was so happy when you showed up because I got to step down, and I never wanted to be the general. The only reason why I was the general is because when I first came here with my son, and we would wait for like 45 minutes in spawn, because the people that were running the yellow team at the time had no tactics. There was no organization at all. So, and we would stand out there for 45 minutes. So I had to ask my son because I had no knowledge of what was going on. So this was like my second year. I said, well, what do we got to do to be officers? He says, all we have to do is show up tomorrow early, sign up. I said, well, we're going to be lieutenants because we're never going to have to wait in this line because we'll take them back out.
He's talking about Tippmann versus the World, which was like one of the first games I ever played out here. It was a blast. And it turned into GI versus the World, and now it's gone to pass.
So after I was a lieutenant for that year, then it was
Sorry.
cut.
Go right ahead.
So, hang on. I go, and then in that little time frame, we had a 10-year-old general. Because this little kid comes up to me, because I had my little yellow armband on, and he's asking me what's going on. I go, then I looked, I go, what? And I said, no more, no more. And then I went to the next morning, the officers meeting, and I started asking, like, how come we got 2 generals and 4 colonels, but none of them are here for this meeting? Why is that? Well, nobody had the answer for that. It was all about, give me your money, give me your money. Mm-hmm. Well, okay, that's fine.
These were Tippmann bucks. So during the game, you earned money, and that's how you bought things. So that's all they wanted. They just wanted the money.
Yeah, and I didn't mind giving it up, but I wanted to know, is it being used? How is this working? Well, there were a lot of, I can't get into all that. There were a lot of funny tricks that were played by the opposing generals. I don't want to mention no names, Narf. But if it's not in the rule book, then it's not cheating.
It's a gray area.
Well, I'm not going to do it now. But anyway, back to this other thing. So I said, never again. So I became the general. I was, in a way, I was pretty good at it, other than the fact that, now I was already 50 years old, and when we would start the game, shotgun start, and I tell all you young guys get it, because we'd be running out to Archie, because they were inserting over there. That's where we're going to
you want to get as far as you can.
Yeah, right. So I tell all you young guys, get up here in front and run. Well, I was 50 years old. I didn't have a run, but I had a trot. But by the time we got to the middle of the city, I would be on point, and there would all these guys and I would turn around and say, this is bullshit. I'm twice as old as all of you guys, and I'm the general. I'm on my, and it would always be, screw you, General, it's too high. Now, that's why when you came, because then they started bringing in the props. Well, I'm not going to get into how it was initially the first couple of games, but it's funny how the guy that brought the props in and was putting them on the field was also my opposing general, but which made no sense to me either. But
Yeah. Man. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, they started making those damn. They started making those damn.
I love you, Narf. You know that. You know I love you, Narf.
They started making those props purposely worse and worse so that we had more and more trouble getting them off the field.
Right. And listen, it's hard enough just two teams battling out.
Now we're carrying 80 pounds of concrete out with a satellite dish in it.
Now, when you came, I was so glad because I even went to Dave and Ed and I said, listen, Narf, whatever his reason, I don't know, had a following where he was able to tell certain people and they would do what he said. But I'd go over there and I'd say, hey, I need some guys. And they go, well, we ain't going to. So when you showed up, I'm going, all right, he's got a team because those first couple, you came in solid with a lot of players and you were able to, exert that your members because they weren't going to refuse you.
No, we worked really good together.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I was so happy when you showed up.
And we were using radios like crazy. Yeah, we were communicating. Yeah, we would. Narf was set to win all the games that year. We came in, and from that point on, that was over.
Yeah, and then they actually had guys here from Tippmann, the company, that were signing up on my team. No, they were cheating. They were cheating. But in the end, I was talking to somebody once, and for me, it was always, did I want to come down to their level? Did I want to cheat? And it's a game. It's a game. I'm here to have fun.
In the end, it doesn't really matter except if you had fun. Other than that, it doesn't.
And I want to be able to look myself in. I have my own moral code, and I want to be able to look myself in the eye and know that I stuck to my moral code because I did not cheat. Some other time we could tell you when I was a 500-point general. That was funny, but. All right, we don't have 3 hours for an interview.
Yeah. So I think the whole question started was, how did you get mayor?
Oh, so Budweiser came up, however he formulated in his head, they wanted to do something special for me. So I was still a colonel then. I demoted myself from general to colonel till they eliminated. And we'd be over there, but I was recognized as being the other, people. They knew me, so we'd be over there in the spawn, and there'd be like 50 guys, and Al and his little cohorts, they'd be over there, and they go, Bob for mayor, and everybody'd be looking around like, what does that mean? And then Larry would be going, yeah, Bob for mayor, and then Tommy, yeah, Bob for, and pretty soon they're all going, Bob for mayor. So now, before you got here, how I really became sort of famous is I put I never buy tickets. I just take the one ticket, and I wrote my name on it, and I put it in the thing. But Al had brought some chili, and I ate some of that chili, and it ran right through me. So while they were pulling the tickets, I had to run to the porta-john. And I'm in the porta-john, but I can hear.
So you were the mayor of the porta-john at the moment?
Well, no, I wasn't the mayor then, but Dave was up there, and he goes, oh yeah, this guy wrote his name on it. He goes, yeah, his name is Bob. He goes, so number 364, Bob. What is he? And everybody's going, a loser. He goes, no, he's a Bob. And I was hanging out the door. Hey, it's me. It's me. So the next day, then every ticket he pulled out, they went there. They said, "What is he?" And that crowd yelled, "He's a Bob." It went from loser to Bob, and Narf kept that up for like 2 or 3 years.
That's
So,
great.
like the next year, my brother and I were walking by the stage. Now,
This way a little bit.
Dave sees a lot of faces, but he doesn't know names. He'll tell you that himself. My brother stops and he goes, "Why are you so hard on my brother?" So Dave goes, "What do you mean I'm hard on you?" He goes, "Yeah, you know, instead of a loser, he's a Bob." He goes, so Dave goes, "You're Bob?" I go, yeah, I'm Bob." So that only made that
Made
only
things
that,
even better, yeah.
that only
So you were known as Bob, and then the whole mayor thing came about by everybody just start yelling it.
Yeah.
All right, I get that.
Yeah.
I mean, we gave him his own crossing out on the field outside the grinder there. You got Mayor Bob's crossing.
Actually the church is my office.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
It's got the mayor's sign, mayor's office.
Yeah. Al Budweiser. That's a nice sign. That thing it's been up there for quite a while now. It's still
still there.
Yeah.
Definitely still there.
It ain't faded.
No,
It's got it's got a lot of paint on it sometimes, but
but it's still lasting.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Your team.
those guys. It's just
Those guys.
it's something I
Wait a minute. I never realized this. You got the Colonel right here, Colonel
Yeah.
Sanders.
Yeah,
That's supposed to be you.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. So how many guys you got running around with you? I mean, you got King of Beers is one of them.
Well, usually we got 10 or 12.
That's a nice size.
We have guests. If we have a really good day, 15.
All right.
Uh,
That's good. That's good. So you guys have been doing those guys for what? How long?
for at least, I'd say, 10 years.
All right. Those guys. It's those guys.
Well, we've only really been those guys for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Because
yeah, you guys.
there always be talk about, well, wait a minute. They talk about, let's get jerseys. Okay, oh, my cousin's going to make us jerseys. There's this, that, and the other. But then they wanted to do a design. They wanted to put my picture. I go, no.
Target practice.
They think very highly of me.
Well,
And
hey,
they thought they were doing a nice thing. But come on, Bill.
Yeah, I wouldn't want this.
No.
This is, this might look like my face, but it's not actually my face.
No.
So,
Well,
have you actually gone out and played at other fields, or is this like Future Ball and Hell Survivors the only fields you played at?
I have played at a few others.
Any memorable ones that you've been to outside of here?
Well, no, I don't. I was on the road with my son for a couple of winters, and we played at a couple places in other states. But
Couldn't even. Okay.
No, I couldn't even tell you what state we were in or anything. I don't remember.
Do you got a favorite game that you play here? Even in the past? Okay, I'll tell you. My favorite game here was always Global Conquest.
Well, that's because you always won. Of course it was.
I love the anarchy.
Okay, for me, I never really. That's probably my least favorite game, and here's the reason why. I was always on the team that didn't have enough players, and my guys used to bitch at me about it. And I said, well, you know what? In order to make the game interesting for everybody, this
team has to exist.
This team needs us because they got a bunch of tree huggers, and we're here. Even though we're getting slaughtered, we're showing these other people how the game should be played.
Yeah, Global Conquest was a 7-team game on the field. So 7 teams at 100 apiece. in the prime. So you got 700 people on the field plus the Peace Corps and the Mercs.
Yeah,
Oh my God, in mass anarchy. Just
I was always on the team with like 20 guys,
Yep.
25 guys.
yeah. So that's okay. So what that's your least favorite? Global was your least. What's your favorite?
Well, I always liked Monster Game and Tipman Challenge.
Yeah, Tippmann versus the World was always
Yeah.
was always a good one. It's been a while since I've run around with Tippmann.
They were always, back in the day, it was just red team against a yellow team. None of this, and I understand how it evolves. And they were trying to bring young people in. You know, hey, I'm old, so I got old-fashioned ideas. I just want two armies slugging it out. That's a game for me.
Okay, I can relate to that.
And
I like that.
even when I was on those smaller teams, I always look at. I got plenty of targets.
Yeah, you got more to shoot at.
Yeah,
you got
right.
more to shoot at, especially with those loads.
And that's what I do. That's what I do.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so let's see. I think we're cutting it down here, guys.
Okay.
All right. Is paintball changed from the better or the worst over the years?
I don't know. I can't say.
I gotta say that it gets good and it gets bad at the same time.
Yes. Yeah. It's still fun. It's still fun for me.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep on doing it.
Speaking of it, here you're still here. What the hell is the secret? What the hell is the secret to keep doing it to this age, sir? Because I'm a little bit farther behind you, but as far as all these kids go, I'm an old man. So how do I keep going to make it to your age?
Well, I live. Other than this, I live a pretty simple life. I stay home, take care of my property. I play paintball, and I do my fireworks. And,
Fireworks show is excellent.
Uh-huh.
The fireworks show is excellent.
Yes, we put on a good show. Yes, and other than that,
so just keeping it simple and just keep showing up, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now we'll do the reveal.
Okay. So he's got a big reveal here. He's wanting to talk about here. So we've got all kinds of news going on around with Mad Frog Militia and changes and stuff happening. Well, let's find out what those guys got going on.
No, not those. Not those guys.
What,
Mayor Bob.
Mayor Bob. Let's find out what Mayor Bob has going on.
Right.
All right, sir.
So,
what do we got?
When Dave sold the property to Byron and Marie, I came here, and I met her in the pro shop, and I just introduced myself as Bob Allison, and I wished her well, and told her that I wanted her to be successful because I want this place to continue so I can enjoy it.
It's one of the longest running scenario
Right.
paintball fields in North America, so
And there's a legacy here
Yes.
that needs to be
Yes.
upheld, and I had a relationship with Ed and Dave, sort of. Dave and Ed we had a lot of fun with that mayor thing. Me and Dave, but Marie. So then Fawn Freebird came out from the back and says, "Oh, this is the guy I've been telling you about. This is Mayor Bob." Well, then Marie hugged me, and because I was kind of
you were feeling the new owner.
Yeah, and I wanted to be low profile. I didn't want to come in there. Hey, I'm the mayor.
I'm somebody. No, you want to come in like, hi, how you doing? Yeah.
But then she comes out, and then Marie elevated the whole thing, and
I think I was there for all of this. I think I was here for all of that at the time.
So eventually, she came down to our compound, I'll call it, down there, and because there's a lot of history there too, because certain things that Sean Parks did and other managers had done before that, So when Marie came down there, I told her, I said, listen, this has been my spot for many years. I can tell you everything you need to know about what goes on down there. So she listened to what I had to say, and she says, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to put you in charge from the road to the mulch. And you're in charge of this. So I said, so initially I said, oh, yeah, okay, that's a wise choice because I'm a good steward and I'm fair. And I said, then I thought about it, and I said, well, how about if you make me, because I already know how it's going to work. I'm going to tell somebody down there to do something. They're going to tell me, well, who are you? And sometimes I tell them, well, I'm the mayor. That in $4, I can get a beer over there at the tiki bar. So you can do what you want with it. But I said, now if you made me an unpaid staff member, then I can tell them, hey, I'm on the staff here. So you don't have to do what I say, but I have the owner over here, and the owner will tell you the what for. Now, I didn't know that. This is all unscripted here. Oh, I lost my microphone. So the next night,
I don't even have one of these shirts.
I
don't even have one of these
shirts. Let me finish
shirts.
the story. So the next night, I'm in the tiki bar, and Marie comes over there and gives me this shirt, which I really didn't know exactly the significance, like you said.
Yep.
So
You're good. I got it.
All right. So I went over to Tina, who was sitting on a golf cart. I said, "Hey, boss, you got any orders for me?" And she just looked at me and she says, "Where did you get that shirt?" I said, "Well, Marie just gave it to me because I'm now, I'm officially part of your staff." And she says, "Well, I've got employees that have been here for years, and they don't have a shirt." I said, "No, I don't like to do this, but every now and then you gotta play that card. You just gotta." I said, "Well, they ain't the mayor."
So
now,
I don't even have one of these. I think it says staff on the back. Look at this. Look at this. So he's officially the oldest employee of Health Survivors Inc.
oh, and it gets better because yesterday, this is the last thing. I know this is long. I stopped by Dave's. I told Dave this exact same story, and we discussed how, because my compound is...
Your compound is technically in the campground, even though it's at the top of the hill. It's on Dave. Yeah.
It's on Dave land. I call it Dave.
Dave
He likes it when I say that.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah. I said, well, the next time I come, are we going to have a fence there? So he said, "Bob, you're good, Bob. You're good." So then I told him. So he says, "Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to make you officially a staff member of Rails to Trails."
Wait a minute. You're an employee? You're one of my employees? Hold on a second. Hold on. Where have you been for all the meetings? Damn it. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I just got this appointment yesterday.
Okay, so that's why. All right. I'll excuse you from the last meeting. Well, that's kick-ass. Mayor Bob is a staple here. Like he said, this gentleman is here before I even started coming here and having fun here with my kids and myself and the kids. And you always want to see Mayor Bob here. Come visit him at the Tiki Bar. Come say hi to him and those guys over at their staging. But when you see him during Final Battle with those two Pinocchios up, you'll know why everybody respects him. You'll know. He don't give two squats. He's going to paint your face. Okay, well, with that being said, you got anything else you want to say in closing, sir? All right, Bob, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
We love you. I mean, as a matter of fact, He is one of the he has a Mad Frog Militia jersey, as a matter of fact.
I do.
It says Mayor Bob on the back. He's one of the few that we've.
I have it right over there.
Oh, all right. He's one of the few that we've passed him out to that get him, and he deserves it. So thank you, sir, for all that you've done,
Yeah.
and thank you for talking with me.
Yeah.
You know, and continue to give me shit. All right.
Yeah.
I'll continue messing with you.
Oh, okay.
All right. So with that being said, thank you, Aaron, from behind the camera again, and we'll talk to you guys. Bye.